Thank you, Chairman. First order of business for me is I want to welcome a friend of mine to this committee. She's sitting over there on the other side. We served together in the state Senate for a good number of years. She's a great lady. She's going to be a great member. Nellie Poe, I look forward to working with you. I guess what I want to start by saying is I want to associate with some of the things that Congressman Stauber said from Minnesota, what Congressman Johnson just said here a few minutes ago. We're Americans, man. We do big things. We do great things. We get them done. Jack Kennedy said, we're Americans. We do the hard things. We have burdened ourselves with so much regulation, with so much red tape, with so much duplicity. It's unbelievable. I mean, we can't, Dusty, you were exactly right. We can't get anything done. It's amazing we get done as much as we do. And it's about time we realize it isn't how much money you spend only. Money matters. It always matters. It matters in everything in life. But besides the money, because we can allocate and appropriate as much money from here to God's heaven and still not get it done because we're so twisted up and tied up in all the regulations and all the bureaucracy we put in. It doesn't mean you just let anything happen, that you don't care about the environment, but it does mean that you get the job done and you get focused. And we really, really, really need to do a lot better than that. You know, I believe in American exceptionalism and Americanism. Damn it, how is it the United States of America, and it's not only in infrastructure, but I'll just mention infrastructure, we're number 13. Not number 1, not number 2, not number 13. That's an unlucky number. I don't like it. We got to do better than that. We're number 1. We're Americans. We lead. That's what we're about. I wanted to talk about something else a little bit too. Last Congress, the FAA reauthorization included organizational changes that affected the William J. Hughes Technical Center for Advanced Aerospace. That's a real big deal. This is the future. And the Tech Center happens to be in my community, it happens to be in my district, and it is the largest employer. So yes, it is near and dear to me, and it is important, and it's really important to America and the national airspace system. We have to work on this. This committee has to make the right decisions for America when it comes to utilizing them to the height of their ability. Again, do the big things, do the great things. We're 10 years behind on drones. Does everybody know that? A decade behind China. That's not a Republican talking point. It's not a political talking point. It's fact. How do we let that happen in America? It's critical we do everything in our power, by the way, to investigate. I'm going to segue a little bit here into some of the drone sightings. They're real. It's not crazy stuff. Iran really does have drone ships. They have 3 of them. We've got satellite imagery of them now. It's a big deal. It matters. I'm not saying that's Iran and America, the drones that have been seen, but there's something going on. Reputable people have seen them, whether it's the Coast Guard, whether it is the nuclear plants that are real concerned, they've seen them, whether it is those folks working at the airports, the air traffic controllers who've reported directly to. These are not gadflies, they're real people. And I look forward to working with my friend over here that I've known for years, the new chairman of aviation. And you're going to do a great job on that subcommittee. I'm going to be bugging you. I guess I want to ask a question. I have a lot of notes here, but I'm already chewed up a lot of my time. By the way, equality is a great thing. It's an American thing, and we have to ensure it's there. That's different than equity. It is different than DEI, which again are more of the regulations, more of the boundaries, more of the problems that we've created so we don't get stuff done. We believe in meritocracy. We're Americans. And inflation is the thing I want to talk about. It has been horrific over the last 4 years. You know it. It's impacted the potency of the bill. I was one of 13 people on this side of the aisle that voted for that infrastructure bill because I believed it mattered. But man, I'm disappointed sometimes in a couple of things. One, all the regulations we put there. And now secondly, because of inflation, we don't have enough money to get some of these jobs done. Mr. Shulgin, I want to thank you for being here. Simple question. I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask you. You two were able to answer this as well. I might not let you off like Dusty did. Is inflation a big problem? Has it really created problems with these projects?
It has for us. We build very large highway construction projects, and where it's impacted us the most are projects that we bid and were awarded pre-COVID. And so we are locked in at those prices, now building a project that has continued on through those years in this massive inflation. So that is where it has hurt us the most as a company.
And it takes so long to do, the inflation affects you even more because you can't even get it done on time because you got all these hoops that you got to jump through, some of which are not necessary. Nobody's saying you need no regulation. Real quick, you two, and then I'll shut up.
No, I would agree that inflation has certainly impacted our consumer, and as well as the transportation carriers that do provide services to us. They've obviously seen increases in their, in whether it's insurance or a driver wage, things like that, that are costing more money for our carriers as well.
Mayor?
Yes, I would agree that we're all dealing with the impacts of inflation going up.
I yield back. Thank you, Chairman.
Gentleman yields. Chair recognizes a gentlelady from New Jersey,